Welcome back to another video with Yara Kamis. But I do go by Ya. I like Ya or Yaya, whichever you feel comfortable with. Just call me one of those. I think it's easier, it's simpler, and yeah, I just like to go by that. So today's video is going to be about Lasik. If you did click on this video, you already know that. I'm going to be doing like a short video about my experience with Lasik, if I feel like you should get Lasik, the benefits of Lasik, some pros and cons, and basically just covering a lot of questions that people have asked me over the years. So first, I'll just start by saying I got Lasik in, I believe, 2019. It was right before COVID. I went to Lasik Plus in Old Town, Alexandria, Virginia. I had both of my eyes done due to having like a really bad prescription and being like nearsighted and astigmatism. So I got both eyes corrected, and the turnaround time was like immediate. You can immediately see after you get off the table. You are permitted to wear shades for about 3 to 4 days after post-op, because the light sensitivity does, get really sensitive. After the procedure, I did need someone to drive me because you do take a Tylenol PM, which puts you to sleep like within a good 10 minutes. So you do need someone to drive you there, or Uber, or however you want to get there, but you won't be able to like drive yourself because you can't drive back from the appointment. Excuse the noise. So here on my laptop, I have like a list of questions for a good Q&A so that I can cover some of the topics that are like commonly asked, but I will be like adding some of my own personal experience to the questions as well, and as far as like the questions that people have asked me in real life. So if you guys have any questions that I have not covered, or if they're like burning questions that I didn't mention in this video, please don't hesitate to drop them in the comment section below, because I will be answering all questions. I will be covering all topics, and I'll get into depth in like as much as possible as you need me to, okay? For starters, I'll say I definitely 100,000% support LASIK eye surgery. They don't typically like to call it a surgery. It's more of a procedure. It's really fast. It took maybe about a total of 2 minutes entirely to finish both eyes. I'll give it a 5-minute span from like walking in the door to walking out. I went in for my consultation on like a Wednesday. They scheduled me for the procedure on a Friday. So I went back on Friday after I had arranged my payment plans and everything like that with the front desk to actually get the procedure. When I walked in the room, they I think they knitted up my hair. I can't vividly remember. It's 2025 and that was 5-6 years ago maybe. Went in and they have this little machine that like blows that small air, that small pressure in your eye. So they used that, but it was like a more firmer pressure. And once that pressure came through, your eye is kind of like numb, for lack of a better word, but you pretty much don't really feel anything. They take you over to another table where they actually start to perform the procedure. You lay back and you can like see what's going on, but you don't feel anything. You can see what the doctor is like doing, and you can smell. So I smelled the laser when he was like burning my cornea. I believe that's what he was doing. I did smell that. It was not a pleasant smell. It was not a pleasant smell at all. But I saw like the drops that he was dropping in my eye and some things he was waving around my eye. And after he finished that eye, I went back to the blower machine, numbed the second eye, and repeated the process for the second eye once again. When I got up from the table, I could see immediately. I knew that I could see immediately. It was like a 20/20 vision. It was a total difference. They gave me the glasses. That's when they gave me the glasses. So the glasses are very, very black, and I was instructed to wear the glasses with everything: sleeping, eating, showering, outside, inside. Like, you don't take those glasses off. You basically have to swear by those glasses for the weekend is what I had. So again, I went on a Friday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I had to wear the glasses. Monday, I was pretty much okay to stop wearing the glasses. Like I said, they do give you the Tylenol PM, which knocks you out in about 10 minutes. So maybe even 5 minutes. I don't even remember the entire car ride back home. So about 5 to 10 minutes, you will be asleep from the Tylenol PM that they give you after the procedure. I was prescribed to get like some antibacterial eye drops and some drops for hydration, because it does cause like a dry eye. For the first few months, you get like you do see starlights and you get dry eye, especially in the car. It was like I still to this day I don't really have the heat or the air blasting right in my face, because it can still cause dry eye now, but it's more like it was a lot more sensitive in the beginning to getting dry eye. So I would like always carry my eye drops with me just on the go, because sometimes I'm like, oh, it's, getting dry, and you're not supposed to rub your eyes. You're not supposed to rub your eyes without LASIK because it's not good for them. But with the LASIK, definitely you cannot rub your eyes. So I was just keeping my eyes hydrated, keeping my eye drops on me, and just making sure that I was properly taking care of my eyes the way that I was supposed to. Using the antibacterial drops, I believe I had to use them one time in the morning, one time at night, and then the hydrating drops throughout the day. So yes, I do see more benefits than detriments when it comes to LASIK. You do have a lifetime guaranteed warranty with LASIK Plus if you do go with them to get your procedure done, okay? So now we're gonna hop into the question. Please do not hesitate to leave your burning questions or comments in the comment section, because I will be answering all of you guys' questions. So my first question is, what is LASIK? LASIK is basically corrective eye surgery, like I kind of already stated, and it really can take your eyes from like what they already are to a 20/20 vision. I had a -6 in one eye, -7 prescription in the other eye, and I was nearsighted with an astigmatism. So LASIK corrected everything that was wrong with my eyes. Who is a good candidate for LASIK? So I'm gonna say, I'm not sure of the age range. I don't believe there's an age bracket. So 18 to 70, you could get LASIK as long as you have like good eye health. You don't have any like other prior health conditions that could affect the LASIK. If you are not a good candidate, then it's probably just because of overall health. For the most part, I think anyone can get LASIK as long as you have kept up with your optometrist appointments, and you've been wearing glasses and your contacts as routinely as you possibly can over the years. I don't see why anyone would not be a good candidate. So if you are considering, definitely go in for a consultation. Let them at the offices tell you if you are a good candidate. I've never worked at the optometrist. I've never worked at a LASIK treatment center, so I'm not sure. But definitely, please go in and get a consultation and let them tell you what is best for you personally to move forward within the process. How long does the LASIK procedure take? So the duration of the procedure, like I said in the beginning, was about at maximum 5 minutes. I want to say 2 minutes, but I'm going to gracefully say 5 minutes tops. I don't know if everybody gets through their procedure in that short amount of time. I know how fast mine was, but I'm going to say at least 5 minutes. Yeah. Is LASIK safe? As far as I know, LASIK is safe as long as you are healthy. And that goes back to being a good candidate for LASIK. So if you are a good candidate, then I feel like automatically it becomes safe for you. I just really take care of my eyes, and I haven't run into any risk, any troubles, any bad eyesight, vision, or double vision, or anything like that. I haven't had any trouble since I've had my LASIK done. I've recommended it to everyone that I see that is tired of wearing contacts and glasses. Does LASIK hurt? No, my LASIK did not hurt at all. I didn't feel anything. I only could see what was going on. I didn't feel anything. I can see and I can smell, but I did not feel a thing. What is the recovery process like? So, like I mentioned before, you just wear your glasses on your eyes to prevent the light from causing severe sensitivity. You do have to make sure you get those drops, those prescription drops, because they are important to prevent infections and make sure that your eyes are staying clean in the process of healing. My eye drops were, I believe, like $70. I paid $70 for both. The only time that turned around in this process was the time where I stopped getting like a really bad dry eye, the time that I stopped getting like really bad halos and like glares. And for the most part, I only got halos and glares when I was driving, because you know the windshield is there. So with the stop lights and everything, it was just kind of like starry. But eventually it went away. I want to say after about 6 months. Now I don't have a problem driving during the daytime. At nighttime, I can literally see everything. I use Sensei's hydration drops, and they're like in a little blue box. I'm gonna link them in the description box below. How soon will I see results after LASIK? So patients typically notice improvements from their vision, like I said, immediately. You get up and you can see. It just takes the healing process for some of the side effects to go away, if that makes sense. How much does LASIK cost? My quote initially was $4,200. But I only ended up paying like $3,800. I believe they were having a sale going on. I guess that's a fair price range. I went to TLC in the beginning. I went to TLC for a consultation as well, but they quoted me about $5,000, maybe $5,200. Which was a bit high, and that's why I ended up looking around again. And when I ran into Lasik Plus, I just felt like it was more best fit for me, for financial reasons as well, of course. And I felt like they wanted to help me more. I felt more welcomed at Lasik Plus. So I'm definitely not just recommending LASIK, but LASIK Plus as well. I love LASIK Plus. I would never not go back to them if I needed to. If need be, I'm always going back to LASIK Plus. I had a wonderful experience with them. They treated me very nicely, very kind. The discounts were amazing. So I have no negative things to say about my experience with LASIK or LASIK Plus in general. I went to an amazing facility. How long will the results of LASIK last? LASIK is like a long-term type of procedure. You only will go back for touch-ups later on in life. LASIK should last you for the rest of your lifetime. As far as, like I said, good health and good standing with your overall health, I think you should be fine. You shouldn't need a touch-up. You shouldn't ever need to wear glasses again or contacts. You should be 100% okay. What should I do before the LASIK procedure? I would say things like avoiding makeup and things that come in contact with your eyes. So not too much like moisturizer or like eye pads, eye creams. Just, keep away from your eyes for the most part. You want to try to keep them as clean as possible before you go into your procedure. You just want to try to keep a clean and a safe environment on your face before you go in. What happens if I don't have perfect vision after LASIK? That's actually a good question. I'm not sure. After you get your LASIK procedure, if you still cannot see, that's something that you have to just consult with your doctor about. I can't speak on that. I can't relate to that. It's not my story. I don't know. How do I choose the right LASIK surgeon? This is a good question. And honestly, I don't have a specific answer to this question because I did some shopping around before I settled at one spot. And like I said, over at Lasik Plus, I had a good experience. I felt welcome. I felt like the doctor would know what he was doing during my procedure. He thoroughly explained to me what was going to happen. He just made me feel really like I trusted him. You know what I'm saying? If you were to go to anyone to get any type of surgery done, you want to feel like you have a connection, a trust with them, This is a very sensitive matter. It's my eyes that we're talking about here, So I want to really make sure I can trust you. Overall, you want to be around a facility that feels very welcoming, that feels very trusting, and you want to be able to speak with your surgeon before you just get into the room. You don't want the surgeon to be a brand new face and you get in there and he's just working on you and then you leave and you've never never even like spoken to your doctor before. You know, you want to make sure there's a good connection between you and your doctor before you just say, okay, here's my money, let's get started, I want you to do my surgery. All right, and the last question that I have is, how do I prepare for my Lasik consultation? The way I prepare is just going in knowing what I wanted. So I knew I wanted to get the Lasik done. I knew I wanted to get the eye corrective surgery. I knew I wanted to be able to see again. And those are things that you want to be able to explain to them. Because it helps you determine to be a good or not a good candidate for Lasik as well. I don't want to wear glasses anymore. I don't want to wear contacts. I just want to be able to see. My whole life I wore glasses. I got glasses when I was in 2nd grade, and I wore glasses from 2nd grade to about 11th grade, 12th grade, all the way through high school. In high school, I started using some contacts, but I wasn't fully in contacts in high school. I used to wear like some color contacts that were like non-prescription, and then I would wear my glasses on top. But in college, my glasses broke. Luckily, I had a prescription pair of contacts. In college, I wore contacts 100% once my glasses broke. And then after college, I was like, yeah, I'm ready to get my eyes done. I want to get my eyes fixed. I don't like depending on my glasses. I went for it, and it was an amazing, I can't emphasize that enough. It was an amazing experience with Lasik Plus. And I would definitely recommend Lasik to anybody, to everybody who asks me, yes, and yes again. So if you are considering Lasik, yes, please go in for your consultation. I'm recommending Lasik Plus, but whatever's in your area, whatever benefits you the most financially, comfortably, as trustworthy, whatever makes you feel the most comfortable, just go with them, okay? You want to have a good experience when it comes to Lasik. Again, these are your eyes. These are your eyes we are talking about. So you want to take your time with who you are trusting to do your Lasik procedures, okay? That wraps up our video for today. If you guys have any other questions or any other concerns that you want to ask about, please don't hesitate. Please drop them in the comment section below. I want to answer all of you guys' questions, okay? I'm really adamant about Lasik. I really love it. I really enjoy the process. I really recommend it to any and everyone. And I want to be there for you guys. So take me on your journey as well. I've taken you, well, I haven't physically taken you on my journey because I wasn't recording in 2019, but I've, you know, in our imaginations, I've taken you on the journey with me, and I'm here to support you guys. So just let me know, and any other questions or comments or concerns that you have for Lasik or on this video, and I will be back to answer all of your questions, comments, and concerns. If you are not subscribed to my channel, what are you doing? Please tell me, what are you doing? Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, please. Post every Saturday by 1 p.m. So please stay tuned. Turn on your post notifications so that you can see when on Saturday at 1 o'clock that post is dropping, okay? What other videos y'all would like to see? What else would you like to talk about? What else would you like to know about me? Should I do a Q&A on myself? I'm excited to like continue this YouTube journey and keep going with y'all. So just keep me motivated. Follow me on all my social media platforms. And it's Heyyy Kamis again. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, okay? All right, and we out. Bye.